Hey guys, this is Viper 6. Hope you're all doing good. Yeah, today is the day that sort of didn't work out, or, well, turned out as planned anyway. Like, they were calling for sunny weather all week, including next week, and so on Monday I booked Friday off. For a couple of reasons, because I also had to bring in the truck for some warranty work, minor stuff, but I told him no rush, keep it there all day, and I'll pick it up around 4. So my plan was drop off the truck, then get the bike ready, go for a super long trek, do some amazing vids of my touring, you know. Instead, it's like super cloudy, and now they're calling for maybe rain, so we'll see. And then last night my parents called me, because my dad's 90, right? And my mom actually fractured 3 ribs. So she calls me and says, do you mind coming over and vacuuming and doing stuff like that? Like, she never asked me for anything, right? But for my mom to ask, like, she must be in some pretty substantial pain with those ribs. So I said, yeah, okay. So went there, dropped off the truck, went there, wound up vacuuming the whole house, dusting the whole house, washing the toilets, stove, this, that, the whole thing, you know, and I got home around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. By then, you know, like, long trip, not too good. So I hop on the bike. I said, okay, I need some fuel. So I stopped by Petro-Canada and I start pumping fuel, and the frickin' nozzle, like, you know that connection in the back of the nozzle where the hose connects to the actual pump or nozzle? Well, it starts spraying gas all over the place, like all over the bike, all over my hands, like, man. So now the guy's coming out with some soap and water, wash down that fuel. Kind of sucks. I still smell it, but whatever. Yeah, so that's the kind of day I've been having so far. And I didn't record my ride out here because I couldn't remember if I charged the battery, so I wanted to get at least a ride back. And one thing I noticed is, and I wonder if you guys noticed, let me know. You see guys out there in their cars that replace their rear view mirror with this monstrosity of a satellite mirror, so it covers all blind spots. So to me, that tells me is, watch out for this guy, because he will not shoulder check. He's going to rely totally on that mirror. And lo and behold, yes, he does. Like, I tend to not stay in blind spots, but I happen to be passing him as he decides to change lane. So he kind of pushed me on the shoulder, because I could have braked, but there was some stuff on the road that kind of looked like some hydraulic fluid of some sort. So I decided to not hit the brakes and just ride off the shoulder, accelerate, and cut back in. It's too bad I didn't get that on vid. But yeah, man, those guys. So let me know if you guys made the same observation with those guys that have these humongous mirrors. Yeah, this morning too, like, man, poor deer population. It's like I'm riding out here via another way, and I see 3 massive blood splatters, like within 5 minutes on the highway. So, you know, some deer got nailed, or 3 deer got nailed. Normally you see 1, but like 3 in one night. And that's kind of understandable, and I'll explain why. Last night was a full moon, and it wasn't cloudy, so when it's a full moon, deer tend to go eat at night and then hide during the day. At least that's what I observed from my years of hunting. On a full moon, man, it sucks. They're bedded down all day, or most of the day, because they're all fed from night before. Because I don't know if you guys ever stood outside, even in the country, on a full moon. If you sit out there 15 minutes and your eyes adjust, man, you don't need a flashlight to see where you're going. It's like totally clear. And if it's full of snow, even more so. It's like, man, you can totally see where you're going. But if there's no full moon or if it's cloudy, you can't see your hand in front of your face. Yeah, and to boot, I stop at this truck stop over here. Said, okay, I'm gonna pick up a Coke and I'm gonna have a smoke, and I go grab my smokes and I forgot my lighter. So yeah, it's just one of those days, man. Yeah, you can't even see the mountains all that nice. I was kind of hoping for nice blue skies and show you guys some nice mountain shots today, but I'm not going to venture in there. Plus, I found out that that one spot where at the beginning of the season there, where me, R1 Chronicles, and He-Man went, we were trying to go to get through Route 66 past Elbow Falls. And I went there last week with my wife. Luckily not on the bike because there's no bridge. So what they did is they built this makeshift dirt road that goes down the side of the bridge and put these massive wooden planks down as a makeshift bridge. And like the whole route there, man, that was like total sand and grit and crap. The whole route there, route through there was like potholes that you can sink half a bike in. And it's like, yeah, good thing. So, I don't know if you guys could tell, but on that turn there, that whatever loose, the thick, coarse sand was, my front wheel moved about an inch. So, yeah, guys, if that happens, you sort of don't lean the bike more and you don't freak out on your throttle, and you never, ever, ever touch your brakes. You just ride it out. 99% of the time, you can ride it out if you don't have a lot of speed. Because I had this bit of a debate with one of my friends, you know, where he says, which end do you prefer skidding out, like during braking? I said, well, neither. But if I had my pick, it would be the rear. He says, oh man, never the rear. I go, why not, man? I can totally control the rear. And I proved it to him. Like, I went 120 kilometers an hour, locked up my back end, snaked it all over the place, and then straightened out the bike. So try and do that with your front and see if you survive. So yeah, opinions on that. Like, you know, I don't freak out when my rear end skids. Not that I make it skid a lot, just a couple of times, one voluntarily, one not. But yeah, you got to be prepared for stuff like that. It's a lot easier to do though on a dirt bike or on a lighter bike. On a cruiser, when your back end starts to go, it's not like you can control it as well. You don't like to come to a nice, super nice sideways skid like you used to do with dirt bikes and even your bicycle. On a cruiser, very different. Anyway. The thing is, I'm wearing I always wear my full face when I vlog, and I've got this mirrorized blue visor, see? And it's got this bit of an amber tint to it, so it's a gloomy day, and to me it looks like so much more gloomier because of it, so... Anyway. I'm gonna sign out for a sec. Over and out.